Tonight, Oscar predictions. The big night has finally arrived, but what will it contain?
Also tonight, the fate of Alpha 7 Productions, what TV501 Productions will do at the end of this episode to the controversial company.
The dirty little secret has been leaked, a Talking News exclusive about the resignation of Hope X. And the end of the road for our mild temperatures is imminent. I'll have your full forecast in a little bit. We begin with a bomb cyclone, as it's called, sweeping the U.S. Northeast. Hello, everybody. I'm Talking Tom. With me is Talking Man, as always, and we welcome you to another episode of Talking Tom Man News.
Around 2 million customers are without power, and 9 people have been killed as a major system sweeps across the U.S. Northeast.
CTV's Tom Walters now with the impact of this major storm.
The waves that crashed onto the Atlantic shore did not stop there. They surged into seaside streets, inundating New England communities.
You can tell when it's bad when the parking lot over here fills up.
On a flooded peninsula called Howe's Neck, families had to be rescued, some by the National Guard, their belongings left behind.
We're lucky. It's just things that will get lost.
From Maine to the Carolinas, this grinding nor'easter has brought chaos and heartbreak. Several states have declared it an emergency, including Massachusetts, where in Boston there was water and in Watertown there was wind, leaving this tangle of downed power lines that is now just one snapshot of the reason hundreds of thousands are in the dark tonight. In Washington, falling trees damaged homes and crushed cars, and across the region they have taken the greatest human toll. Among the victims, 6-year-old Anthony Hamilton, killed when a tree fell where he slept, on the top of a bunk bed.
Minneapolis, canceled and canceled.
And it's not easy to get away from it. Thousands of flights have been diverted, this one seconds before touchdown.
Southwest 5875, go around.
As soon as I got here, they gave me a card saying that the flight was canceled.
Now travelers are stuck at the airport in Baltimore.
Yes, it does suck.
And conditions are bad enough that Amtrak has canceled trains. While on the road, a semi teeters precariously on a powerful gust before dropping back to the pavement. Others did not fare as well. And in the resort destination of Atlantic City, it's too uncomfortable for most to bear, except for 91-year-old Nina DiFiore, but she's visiting from Canada.
What's it like out here?
Beautiful comparing to Montreal.
Of course, if beauty is always in the eye of the beholder, some will even find it in the eye of the storm. Tom Walters, CTV News, Los Angeles.
Now we are watching another potential weather system that could bring rain or even more snow to the region later this week, and we will bring you updates on that weather storm as soon as they come in.
Well, shifting from weather, and the fate of the controversial Alpha 7 production seems to be decided.
Yes, just 3 days after Alpha 7 Productions was sued by TV501 Productions for a breach of contract, TV501 Productions is announcing that Alpha 7 Productions will be shut down by the end of this episode.
About 300 workers are set to lose their jobs, including President Mike McLecker, who controlled the controversy from the company.
TV501 Productions is now handling all production as of next episode. Well, the suspect of the Michigan shooting is now in custody.
Yes, James Eric Davis Jr. was arrested without incident shortly after midnight following an intensive day-long search that included more than 100 police officers.
Authorities found him after someone aboard a train spotted a person along railroad tracks in Mount Pleasant and called police, according to University Police Chief Bill Yeagley.
Davis Jr. had been acting suspiciously before the shooting took place.
Hey guys, Talking Season here. It's now time for your first look at Talking Season weather forecast. Well, we are watching the plunge, a expected cool down of our temperatures at the end of this week. It's in large part to a jet stream expected to collide with an Arctic air front that will bring temperatures down to well below normal. I'll have that plus your full forecast, including the next chance of snow in a little bit. Thank you, Talking Ginger. After the break, tricked into telling a white lie.
we have gone completely off the rails.
Why Miss Hicks had been considering leaving for several months.
Plus, Canada is prepared to react. Bill Norno speaks to CTV's question period about the growing concern of Trump's steel tariffs.
Welcome back. There will be a flood of Canadian nominees from The Shape of Water at tonight's Academy Awards.
The film, which was shot in Hamilton and Toronto, is nominated for a leading 13 Oscars.
Also included in the list of Canadian Oscar nominees include Toronto-born veteran actor Christopher Plummer for a supporting role in All the Money in the World.
Also nominated is the animated film The Breadwinner, which is a Canadian co-production.
Well, now to a Talking Tunes exclusive. An outgoing White House aide, Hope Hicks, was tricked into admitting in front of the House Intelligence Committee Wednesday that she tells white lies to protect President Trump.
This is according to Tom Rooney of Florida, who tells CBS the whole line of questioning was a trap. They sent her down a rabbit hole that she could not get out of, and it was completely unfair.
Rooney appeared on CNN and had this to say.
I've never gone on TV, Aaron, by the way, to talk about the Russia investigation because I don't think it's appropriate. But I'm coming on today because it needs to end. If we have reduced ourselves so far to get to the point now where we're just leaking stuff like this, rinky-dink things like Hope Hicks tells white lies for her boss, then we have gone completely off the rails.
Now, following the news of Hicks' imminent departure, former White House Communications Director Anthony Skarkamuski praised the outgoing Trump official.
He said, "Hope, if you're watching, my agent has called me and said, please let me represent Hope Hicks. I will give her a call."
Well, after U.S. President Donald Trump announced a proposal to slap hefty tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, Finance Minister Bill Menor says Canada is ready to retaliate if necessary.
Morneau told CTV Question Period host Kevin Solomon, Canada is an integral part of the supply chain on steel and aluminum in North America.
Trump announced the proposed tariffs on Thursday, outlining a 25% tariff on imported steel and a 10% tariff on imported aluminum. Hey folks, Talking Ginger here. It's now time for Talking Steve's most accurate forecast. So for tonight, we'll be seeing clear skies with a low of 4, and tomorrow we'll be seeing a mix of sun cloud with a high of 14. For tomorrow night, we'll be seeing clear skies again with a low of 5, and for Tuesday, we'll be seeing a mix of sun cloud again with a high of 13. But the real focus on this weather forecast is the plunge, which is expected to take place at the end of the week with dropping temperatures. Anyways, that's your forecast, Talking City. Now back to you. Alright, thank you, Talking City. Before we go for tonight, we forgot to mention that these are new graphics that T51 Productions has prepared for us for this episode.
There will be our graphics for the rest of Season 8, but there's no word yet on whether Season 9 will retain these graphics.
And that is our program for this evening. Remember, you can stay updated on the latest news at TalkingNews.com. For all the staff here at the Talking TV News Studio, good night.